gotta talk about some stuff.
There we go. We're rolling.
Okay. Anyways, so as I was saying before, hi Sonia.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We attempted to change our name of the podcast last week, and we found out that name was already taken by another podcast who's obviously been around longer and have many more followers
Yep.
and similar topics, which is ironic. So we're officially still MadTrash. It was April Fool's last week, so April Fool's. Didn't mean
On
it, but
us.
it happened, yeah, basically. Anywho, so episode 5 of MadTrash.
Yes.
We like that name. It's good. I liked it better to begin with, actually.
Oh,
I
that's
just thought
why
the
you
other one
kept
was more
trying to-
appropriate and
Okay.
catchy and be like, oh, it makes sense. Late to the party. So you were yelling at me before we started.
I was not yelling at you.
You were so mad at me.
Oh my god.
That we never get to talk about Batman.
Yeah.
And actually, you reminded me I did want to talk about Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So you know this, maybe you don't know this, maybe I'm telling you, but it's The Long Halloween, which
Yep.
is a very famous graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an origin story of Two-Face.
I've never read it.
Oh,
I
interesting.
haven't
I hear
read
it's
it.
how Two-Face became Two-Face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this is exciting.
It was Naya Rivera's last role, so
Shut
she voiced Catwoman.
Oh, look at her playing Miss Selena Kyle.
I know.
But
That's actually
damn,
pretty cool.
That's unfortunate.
Do you know who else is on the voice cast?
No. I mean, I don't know if Mark Hamill is playing Joker or
That would
not.
be great.
He usually plays him unless he's not available. But I don't know who's going to be voicing the cast. I didn't even know that this was coming out.
Oh, really?
So I feel like really, really behind the fandom right now. And I feel like a
Behind
little
in
disappointed.
fandom.
Yeah. I feel a little disappointed in myself because I didn't know it was coming out.
So what did you know? Because you were going to tell me something else about Batman.
Oh no, I forgot what we were talking about. I was saying
Cool.
that my favorite Batmans were probably obviously Adam West and Michael Keaton.
I don't even consider
But I
Adam
also really, really
West.
love Ben Affleck as Batman.
That version of Batman, the Adam West Batman, it's camp.
Yeah, but
It's
I
such
love
a different. It's very equatable to Roger Moore, James Bond. It's like this mainstream, but it's a much campier version of that property. Roger
But
Moore,
he was the original Batman.
Adam West.
Yeah.
I think they were copying from the comics at that time, which were a little more campy
yeah,
themselves.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. He was a great Batman. But I think my Batmans would have to be obviously Adam West because he's Adam West, but it would be Michael Keaton next, followed by Val Kilmer, and then I would say Ben Affleck. I did not like Christian Bale as Batman at all, and I'm also not going to be a fan of Robert Pattinson playing Batman.
That looks good though. Surprisingly, because I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a dis fan. I used to be like a Twilight, but like he's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite actor, but it looks gritty. It looks different. I'm interested to see like how they can make what we see as Batman into a different style.
I mean, yes, I do
Mhm.
like that this Batman is taking place on Earth 2.
Okay.
So it's not he's Bruce Wayne, but not Bruce Wayne from what our Earth, which would be Earth 1. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see it because Michael Keaton is also going to be taking up his role as Batman in that film. So I'm excited to see him in it because he's Bruce Wayne in a different world as well. So the way Marvel does their universes, they have like different universes and stuff, but DC does Earths. So their Earths are different.
Okay.
But you from Earth 1 can still go visit
So
Earth
different
2.
dimensions of Earth.
Yes. Different worlds of Earth.
Did you ever see Sliders?
No.
Aaron, did you ever see Sliders? It's from like the late 90s, maybe early 2000s?
Yeah, I think so.
It was
I'm
actually,
pretty sure.
I thought, I really wasn't in the TV at the time, and actually I think TV at that time was pretty corny.
Yeah, it was
But it was
not the
good
era that we have now.
stuff.
It was like
Guys.
X-Files came, and then everything else after it
Who
was
was
like...
in Sliders? I barely remember.
Sliders was Jerry, the dude who's like was the pudgy kid in Stand By Me, and then grew up and he's like the chiseled bro. It's funny.
That's
Jerry-
a very good description
Jerry-
of him.
O'Connell,
Really?
right? Is that his name?
Really?
He's like the
Jerry
comedic.
Garcia.
He's like
Jerry Garcia. That's what
not
you're
Jerry
thinking of.
Garcia.
Yeah,
It's
Garcia.
Jerry
totally.
O'Connell, right?
He changes dimensions on stage in
He's
front of
like a totally
everyone.
different
That's like
person.
what he's famous for. Like, I will change dimensions. Wow, wow, wow. Here we go.
Earth 2, Jerry
Yeah,
O'Connell.
Earth
It's
2.
Jerry Garcia.
There he is poking
They
through
all
on
think
Earth
it's
2.
Jerry- Yeah, Jerry O'Connell.
Okay.
Why? What was I talking about?
I
Oh,
don't know about sliders.
So the concept, I think maybe I saw one episode once, and like what I know now, I'd be much more into watching Sliders retroactively, because it's very much about different versions of Earth, and they keep sliding through different dimensions of Earth and that reality, and that trying to get back to this reality.
Okay.
So they go into reality where like it's dystopian. They go into reality where like men are an endangered species. They go into reality where just different things over and over again. It's pretty
Okay.
cool per episode.
All right.
Okay, that's what Sliders is. Cool.
When was this made?
In the late 90s, early 2000s. But what you're saying is that's what DC is like.
Yeah, but they all exist at the same time.
Yeah, so is this.
Oh, well, I didn't.
Different
the way you're
dimensions.
describing is kind of weird.
Oh my God.
It's kind of weird.
You're going to say something's weird on this podcast.
Yeah, I am.
It's kind
I am.
of weird.
Like the way you're saying it is
Okay.
a little weird,
Okay.
but
You know what's
I get
another
what you're
example
saying.
of that?
What?
In that show, it's much more grounded as much as you could say compared to what I'm going to compare it to. But it's always Earth. It's like a different reality. Like, what if this happened? Timeline, different version of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's no different than Rick and Morty because they're just going to different dimensions over and over again.
I guess, yeah.
It's very different from Rick and Morty, but it's the same concept.
I guess, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
DC is more like that.
Yes.
Did
He
you guys
did
all
all
catch
of this
that?
to get here. This is where we're meant to be.
Aaron, do you watch Rick and Morty?
That was a long journey.
Yeah.
Right?
That was a long
I think I
journey.
need some water
That
after
went
that
through
journey.
like
That was
two
like Paul's
Earths.
going.
It
Wow.
took 3 Earths to get there.
We
Did
did
Do you
it,
watch Rick and
though.
Morty?
No, I don't think so.
You'd love it. So, do you watch Rick and Morty? Duh.
Well, like a couple
Duh.
episodes. I
Oh
definitely
my
saw-
God!
I
I've
saw
seen
Pickle
all
Rick.
seasons.
saw
I
Pickle
showed
Rick,
you
though.
Pickle Rick when it
Pickle
first came out.
Rick.
Tell me that's not the only thing you've ever seen. That's the one episode I showed you when I first
saw
discovered Rick
A
and Morty.
couple other episodes, but then I kind of just.
Okay, all right.
What about Mr. Poopy Butthole?
Whoa.
I love him.
Captain
Miss-
Underpants?
No, Mr.
He's
Poopy
an actual
Butthole.
character on
but-
the show.
That sounds horrible.
He's really cool.
Okay.
He's really cool.
He's really cool.
Him and Noob Noob.
Noob noob.
Noob Noob.
Aaron's like, what?
On Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty.
On Rick and Morty.
I'm
Yeah.
looking up the other voices in
The Batman.
the Batman movie.
Other voices.
I'm excited.
So Naya Rivera's Catwoman.
Yep.
I always want Kevin Conley to be Batman.
Well, he's always Batman. If he can't be Batman, then there's no film. So I think there's maybe one other person than him that voices Batman, but I am excited, and I'm glad that you brought that up, that Jensen Ackles is going to be also playing Batman in the future.
Who's that?
Supernatural. Did you not
that
watch?
guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
On a show?
He's going to be playing. He's going to start voicing Batman in animation.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
They announced it yesterday, the movie that he was going to be the voice of Batman, and I think it might be this one that we're talking about. But I'm excited for him because he did play the Red Hood, and he did a great
That's
job.
interesting.
He did a great job. So for him to go from the Red Hood to Batman, it's like, wow, look at you. I respect. Keep the fandom going. I love it.
That's good. That's cool. Good times. All right.
All right.
So I can't find the voices of this movie. This is too difficult for me right now.
Are you on IMDb?
No, I'm on Wikipedia.
Why didn't you just go on
I don't
IMDb?
know.
That's the site.
That's the thing that does all the things for movies.
I'm trying.
And
here.
you're still not
trying.
on there.
Is it in the DCEU?
What are you talking
This
about?
new movie coming out.
I don't know, because most of
I'm
the
over
times the animated movies don't.
No, you're right. Why would it be in
You
the
know,
DCEU?
like they
Why would it
don't
be there at
even
all?
connect anything. They never connect stuff. It's like,
And you say they're good.
but because the stories are really, really good.
So chronologically, Aquaman is messed up compared to, or in
I'm looking it up.
conjunction with Justice League, right?
What?
In
What's the question?
that they're chronologically out of order, as it seems.
In the movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's also
big time though.
plot holes. Because it shows how he became Aquaman, where he meets Mera.
Yeah.
And then he's already Aquaman in whatchamacallit? In the Justice League.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be is Aquaman supposed to be a prequel to the Justice League?
I think so. I think all
Okay.
their standalone movies are supposed to be prequels to the actual Justice League, but I don't know because they do weird things like this. I don't know.
Or because it's been a while since I've seen the movies. He became Aquaman, but he didn't become Aquaman through Mera, correct? He just became Aquaman through
his lineage.
No, but who trained him? Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
Okay. And then he lived on the land.
Yeah, with
And
his dad.
But he was like hiding from Atlantis.
He wasn't hiding. It wasn't that he was hiding. It was just like they were protecting him from his like stepdad or whatever, his half brother, because they thought that he was going to come for the throne. But also, I think they didn't even know about him until he went down there.
There's weird chronological.
It's weird in the even in the
between
movie.
those two movies.
Yeah.
Interesting. Dylan, did you see Aquaman?
I have not.
You'd like
What
that one.
the
You would like that.
I say that every
Yeah,
week.
every-
Every
You
week.
said every 5
I'm
minutes.
like, oh my God, what the?
Aaron, did you see Aquaman?
Nope.
It's a good one.
I struck out again.
It's a good one.
No, it looks good.
It's
and
not
Jason
an
Momoa is
Oscar-winning
great.
movie. It's a fun
Like,
movie, though.
Yeah, he's just a fun guy. So
He's
I'm
a
sure
fun
I
guy,
would like
that
it.
guy.
Yeah,
That Jason Momoa guy.
yeah, he's funny. He's cool.
What is going on over there?
I'm looking for the voices that did the Halloween.
Oh, you're doing that? That means
Yeah.
I don't have to do it. Okay, cool. So
Yes.
speaking of things you like, I'll go in no particular order of this list here. The Mortal Kombat movies coming out. You're very into that whole mythos of Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
You were telling me you were somehow watching something that was telling you the story behind it.
Oh no. So I was very interested in knowing like how Mortal Kombat came to be. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a little research on this, and because I wanted to know how they developed the game that is now like this huge big deal in the world. And so I like was reading the article, and it was very interesting that they pitched the game to Midway, and Midway rejected it originally until Street Fighter 2 came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the arcades, and then they pitched it again. Well, I'm
Interesting.
sorry, let me take that back. They pitched it the first time, it got rejected, and they said that they were going to take bits and pieces of what they pitched and use Jean-Claude Van Damme to like do a fighting game.
Oh, really?
And he turned it down, and so they like scrapped the whole project until Street Fighter 2 came out. When it did well, that's when Midway was like, oh snap, okay, well, you know, you guys pitched us this thing, let's go ahead and do it. And so they developed the game. The day that they developed it was the 1992 Chicago Bulls finals.
Interesting.
So they weren't sure that the game was actually gonna like be a hit, and luckily kids started coming in, playing the game. They loved it. And it was just really, really cool how they developed the game, and how Johnny Cage is modeled after Jean-Claude Van Damme. And it's just, it's an awesome read. I'll send you the article.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anybody remember Double Dragon?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that
Old
cartoon.
school.
That was a
Old
fun game.
school. That was a fun game. Yeah,
I
those are
played
good
the- I
games.
watched the
games.
cartoon. I don't
Those
think I
the
played the
the
game.
last
Oh,
video
the game
games
was
I
so
was
great.
into were like Metroid and
Metroid's
Double
classic.
Dragon. You
Double
know?
Dragon's cool.
Metroid,
That was the end of my
Measure
video
Show
game
Your Age.
days.
Love it.
Why was Double Dragon such a fun game, Aaron?
I think from us, I think it was fun because like we weren't allowed to like play it, right?
Sort of, yeah.
It was
a
like
really
it was like
violent
the
game.
most violent
wow,
game,
really?
so
At
it
the
was
time,
like
yeah.
it was the game you'd have to go to your friend's house and like your friends had it, you know.
You guys
and-
got Double Dragon.
yeah, you guys got Double
Oh!
Dragon, and there was like
That's
you know
awesome.
like my parents won't let me have it, so we'd all go to that guy's
Like looking
house.
back at it, it's nothing.
That guy
but
became cool.
At the time, so you had like things like Mario jumping on little like turtles
Yeah,
and whatnot, and then you
yeah.
had like Zelda like shooting little.
Which
like,
as an adult, it is kind of funny that like plumber who does mushrooms with an imaginary princess and fights like things
Yeah.
with his mushroom powers. That's like totally fine, but
Yeah.
then like two dudes walking down the street. Double Dragon is like
It's too real.
it's too real.
real.
It's too real. Yeah.
You can't do this. Yeah, you're basically like these two dudes, like I don't know what the plot ever was. I honestly don't. I think like, okay, the very first Double Dragon. Do you remember this?
They
It was-
don't tell you what you're trying to do. It's
No,
just you're trying to walk down the street
Watch.
in all
And you just kick
general
the crap out of
badassery.
everybody. You just kick the crap out of everybody. Everyone's trying to kick the crap out of you, and like it was just ridiculous.
Like
It's
Street
the
Fighter.
most
No, it
insane
wasn't-
Or not
society.
Street Fighter,
Street Fighter. It wasn't like a
living-
tournament.
Streets of Rage.
I guess,
Yeah.
but like Double Dragon was the first version of that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're just like fighting dudes everywhere. I think a lot of like arcade games became that though. Like the X-Men arcade game. Was
Yeah.
Yeah.
awesome. It was like a lot of that, and then you had like the Simpsons even was that. But like the first one where you're just walking down the street and everyone's trying to beat the crap out of you, and you got to beat the crap out of them.
Mm-hmm.
That was Double Dragon.
Oh, okay.
And parents were like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you can't do this. But they're so much fun. They're so
And then
much
it
fun.
just became like it's just a genre.
Yeah, it's a form
like
of game.
evenly spaced bad
you do this
guys.
street fight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these levels are really creative and whatnot. And then there's always a boss, and you just kind of like
Yeah.
the boss beats you like 6 times, and then you figure out a way, and then like you're just kicking a dude in the head
Mm.
over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys played those
The good
games
old
like
days.
again, like recently?
No, but
No,
we should, Mike.
should.
We
So-
should.
My brother got me a Sega
Nice.
for Christmas, and he got a bunch of the games that we played when we were kids. So I'm trying to play Animaniacs, and
Mhm.
I cannot beat the stupid level.
Okay.
I'm like, wait, why is this harder? I play way like more advanced video games, and I cannot beat this stupid level.
Mhm.
So I put this to you guys. If you have the opportunity to go play one of the like games that we grew up playing, especially like
Oh, they're
if you,
hard.
they're hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
They're ridiculously hard, and we were able to do it. That's the crazy part. And games aren't that hard anymore.
No, they're not.
They're hard in different ways. It's like now I'm walking like I'm in a war zone and I have a gun. And I have to shoot everybody before they shoot me.
Yeah.
That is hard.
Yeah.
But like the other things, the minuscule task of like running real fast and then jumping over this thing exactly at the right point.
Yep.
It was actually a different
puzzle.
form of your brain. I feel
Yeah.
like now you're doing like this and you're really watching out. That's a different thing of doing. It's like a reaction time game.
Yeah.
Those fighting games too that we were talking about. That's like you have to fight everything
Mhm.
as you're doing it. It's a very hand-eye coordination. It's almost like athleticism,
Yeah.
as opposed to games now where it's much more strategy.
Yeah.
So it is hard, but it's a different way.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of athletic games like
Mm-mm.
they used to, like
I
hand-eye.
know. I miss
Yeah.
that. I miss
Street
that.
Fighter was that. Mortal
Street Fighter
Kombat was
was
that.
Mortal Kombat.
It was just you throw it in the combos. You have to like
Jeez,
block, react.
They really reinvented the whole fighting game
don't think they
aspect.
reinvented it.
No,
They
they
actually-
really did because
They added a big.
they added gore.
They
They
did.
They added
but
the
he didn't
finishers.
reinvent it.
They really
That
did.
was
though.
a thing. That was a controversial game. A lot
Yeah.
of parents were like, "You're not playing.
You're
this
not
game.
playing this game,
I remember
but
that
I'm
being a
like,
thing.
that
You remember
was
that,
really,
Aaron?
really cool. I want to play this game.
Which
and
one?
Then Tekken
Mortal
came
Kombat.
out.
Yeah, Mortal
And
Kombat
parents
was
were
like the
"No,
one
you're
that
not
was
allowed to
yeah too
Yeah.
violent.
What about
Too
Tekken?
violent.
Let me play it.
Too
What about
much
Tekken?
violence.
Tekken wasn't that
Yeah.
violent compared to like Mortal Kombat.
Tekken was like shiny.
It was pretty
Tekken was
violent.
a lot
There
of
some
fun.
blood-
It was.
It was a lot of
some
fun.
blood out there, like some.
Not like Mortal
Family.
Kombat though.
It's
Like as
interesting.
soon as you did a finishing move, like the fatality, I was like, "Yo, you can do this in a
Yeah.
video
Well, the
game?"
newer versions
Oh.
are definitely more gory.
Oh
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you watch the Mortal Kombat Scorpion movie?
Yeah, the one you told me to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
What?
Yeah, the
I haven't watched
backstory of Scorpion.
Yeah.
I hope the movie's like that.
I don't.
doubt it's gonna be.
I don't know.
It's-
That
I'm a
was
little
a
iffy.
lot.
Seems like he has the same origin story though, from what I saw. In the,
He does. He does.
yeah.
I don't think his origin story changes, but like that movie was.
Well, the one we watched.
Yeah,
the
that was
cartoon?
crazy. Yeah, crazy
Yeah.
violent. I was
Especially
like,
for a cartoon.
holy crap!
Yeah, orange being ripped off and flaming
it was
skulls.
way worse than.
I really enjoyed
To
it.
me, it was worse than Attack on Titan, and that anime is pretty
crazy.
like.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, Mortal Kombat! You really like did it with this movie. It was good though. It was
Have
really
you
good.
seen? I think we talked about the first time we were talking. The show called Primal.
No.
It's Jendi Tartanovsky. Or however you say his name.
Oh no, I haven't seen it though.
The violence in that is
Mhm.
crazy. It's much more isolated because it's like a dinosaur caveman attacking a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just really like punches a monkey dude in the face.
Shut
His
up.
body just like tears apart. Like,
They do the X-ray thing, like
yeah, but
they
it's not
did-
an X-ray. You just see it like because his
Oh, yeah.
torso like flew apart.
Yeah.
It's
You should
really
watch
gory.
these things.
It's really artful at the same time. You're just
Yeah.
like, whoa, that is like a thing. Like they really
Mm-hmm.
put a lot of effort into things' heads flying off in a very like cinematic craziness,
Way.
which is a weird thing to really appreciate. Like you should watch all these things die,
Yeah.
but it's really cool to watch.
It's like Call of Duty when they do like the door breaches and everything, and then like when you have to like sneak up on someone and like assassinate them.
Does it go slow motion?
Well,
Oh, really?
The door breaches are like they blow the door and you have to like go in there. Everything's like slow motion. You're all like, bah, bah.
That's kind of cool.
Mm.
I'd probably find that
Yeah.
cool. I haven't played a video game in a hot minute.
Oh, they're wonderful. I love them. I still have to finish like the 3 I started prior to the school.
Which are?
I was playing Assassin's Creed.
I heard those are cool.
I was playing God of War, not 3. I'm sorry, the 4th one
Okay,
when he has his child. Kratos really calmed down,
interesting.
like really calmed down. And then I just finished Detroit Becoming Human, and
What is
that
that?
game was amazing.
What is that?
So it's pretty much like kind of what's going on right now with AI. It's literally just like that. They make artificial intelligence and they like take care of people. They have jobs, but they're not programmed to like think for themselves. They're not programmed to be free thinkers. And then there's a select few of them that actually like gain consciousness
Mhm.
as a human, because like they go against their programming and it's hard. It's really, really hard for them to break the programming. You have to like repeatedly do something in order for you to break it. But there's like 3 of them and they break it. One of them ends up, well, it depends on which storyline you play, but one of them ends up like leading all the artificial intelligence to their own place to where they want to live, because most of the time you don't know someone's AI unless you like move their hair. Like they look that real.
It's kind of like Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's really, really cool game. You get to make decisions, and every decision that you make affects something else
What
in
kind
the
of
game.
style of game do you call that?
It's an RPG, but
That's a
it's like
role-playing
it's a very Western RPG.
role playing game.
Yeah. It's a very Western RPG. It's really cool
Western?
game. Yeah,
As in,
not turn based.
was turn based.
Fancy
Like
video.
the old Final Fantasies were turn based. Like I'm gonna hit you, and then you're gonna hit me, and then I'm gonna hit you too,
Okay,
and we'll see who's gonna overpower whom. But
gotcha.
a Western RPG is more like free roaming, free thinking. You make decisions, and it's not being
What is
made for
the
you.
term Western being referenced to?
Because it started out here.
Oh,
In
the
Japan, they
West.
were still doing the turn-based
Interesting.
video games and stuff,
More of a
Okay.
storytelling,
but
kinda
different. Yeah,
battle or something.
ours is more open world. Theirs were not.
Western RPG.
Yeah.
That's what you call that.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So Call of Duty. Would
But
be, I
now
guess.
everything's just an RPG, because now even Final Fantasy is like open world, and
Mhm.
that was the other one. It was the Final Fantasy where it's like a bunch of guys on a road trip. It's fucking awesome.
Wait, what is this?
I can't remember the
It's a
name. I think it's
movie?
either 14. I think Final Fantasy 14
It's a
or
movie
15.
or a game?
It's a game.
They're on a road trip.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
It's really,
I thought
really
it was
cool.
all like fighting with dragons and stuff.
No, Final Fantasy. Well, yes, there are monsters,
Yeah.
but this one is like a really cool like road trip. There's like 4 guys. They have this really super nice car, and they're like traveling so that the prince can collect the things, that the weapons he needs to defeat this guy that wants to put the entire world in darkness. It's a really cool game.
This is like one of those one-off movies that kind of don't go with the rest. I'm gauging.
They're all like that though. All the
Yeah.
Final Fantasies are like that. None of them are like together except for 10 and 10-2.
Okay.
I think I had 10.
Did you ever play?
10 is
Did you play
so
Super Mario 2? Super Mario Brothers 2?
Yeah.
How weird was that compared to everything else?
I liked it more.
But they said it was like a dream that he was having.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Because it's different. Like 1 happened, and then 2 was completely strange, and
Mhm.
then 3 was a lot more like 1.
I'm not gonna lie, I was more into Sega than I was into Nintendo.
You didn't do Mario?
I didn't have a lot of I had Sonic.
Sonic is cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Sonic, but Mario's great.
Yeah, but I didn't have a Nintendo.
like-
My parents were like one or the other. You either get a Nintendo or you get a Sega. And
I
Sega
mean-
Sega was getting,
That's cool.
cooler. It had Vector Man and
That's not
Paperboy.
really a choice. No. That'd be like being like, you can only like Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny, but you can't like both. That's
Yeah.
that's what it like equates to me. So I'm like, oh,
I was just sad because I was like, oh, I really want a Nintendo, but the games were way better on Sega at that time. Just like the games are a little bit better on PlayStation than they are on the Xbox right now. But, you know,
okay.
everybody has their things. You either like
Everybody.
PlayStation or you like Xbox.
The whole Final Fantasy crowd was like, oh, PlayStation.
I had to get a PlayStation
like
because of God of War. And I was like, oh, you
Seems like a
guys
cool game.
would do
I
that.
don't play it. but
You
it seems
would
cool.
do that. It's really cool. I love
All
it.
the good games did really come out on PlayStation before any other system had it.
I don't know.
Yeah, there used to be those
Really?
releases. I remember those.
Like Final Fantasy was a good storytelling game.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, they had Tekken, I believe, was on.
Tekken's not a storytelling game though.
No.
It's just a
Well,
fighting
no,
game.
but it was a game that was popular, that was only on PlayStation though.
Yeah, I think that was only on PlayStation.
I just played in the arcade
Well,
because arcades were a thing.
yeah, arcades aren't a thing anymore. I mean, but they're bringing them back though.
Post COVID,
Yeah,
Or were they trying to
next to my
pre-COVID?
house they have an arcade, and I was like, oh, that's
there's a few of those
cool.
that pop up. They're like
Yeah.
old school arcade.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting.
Sorry to interrupt. But
You
do you
didn't-
guys ever?
I was talking. What?
You were gonna talk. But,
No.
You know, I jumped in. Just gonna jump in. And well,
Sorry to interrupt.
What?
I was
just gonna
talking.
jump in there.
Okay.
Do you guys ever go to the like newer arcade kind of style areas where they actually
What?
have systems
Where?
and you can rent per hour and you can play any game on any system,
No.
but you pay per hour, and then you can play any game you want. They have like hundreds and hundreds of games.
Where is this?
Where's this?
Well, I think they're closed down, but I was asking.
Oh my god!
I'm asking you guys if
You
you've been.
do this
Oh
every week.
my
He does
gosh.
this all the time. He'll get
Oh
like.
There's
he'll
a
get us all
bar.
inside-
Okay, Dylan,
excited.
there's a bar in LA that has video games, like old school video games, just as part of the bar. It's like the bar trick. So you go and you get like, bar food and stuff like that, and they have video games, like old school stand up video games. Like those are
Yeah.
great. So fun.
Do you know where this is?
Well, they probably went out of business with COVID,
Oh.
but, like everything else.
Yep.
But they used to be like Burbankish.
Thanks for all these details of something
That's
that
pretty
we don't need to
And we
worry about
can't even
anymore.
get in there.
Yeah, we gotta.
All right.
Yeah,
Anywho,
I shouldn't start something I can't finish. Burbankish. We'll leave it at Burbankish.
and then,
Burbankish.
and then, let's wrangle this in. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
You still hate that show?
It's not that I hate it. It's just not for me. It's just not for me.
Why?
I don't really like shows like that. It's just too much. I'm diving into my my comics and my
Mhm.
like fantasy TV to escape the reality of all the constant political blah 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 blah, and this is getting like, it's like, okay, we get it, oh my
Yeah.
god, okay, can we please just focus on the actual like superhero stuff.
I think the whole message of that show is there's constantly things happening in the world that we have no idea
Yeah.
about, and that's running the world like a I don't say conspiracy theory, but like all
Mhm.
these things we don't have no idea
Yeah.
that go on.
Yeah.
And maybe like it's what, political terrorism at this point, and,
Yeah.
and these like terrorist cells and the new Captain America, that part of whatever sector of the government he comes from has
Yeah.
some sort of agenda.
They're trying to make
Yeah.
super soldiers.
Yeah, it's
They're
interesting.
trying to like redo that whole program and doing it in a very, very shady way. Because Bucky didn't even know that this guy was a super soldier, this new Captain America. And I don't know if y'all have caught it, but that man is unhinged.
Bucky?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
The new Captain America. I was like,
Yeah,
dude, you need to
he's-
calm
He's
down.
having a power trip.
Like, he needs to calm down.
Did-
You're
Yeah,
doing the most.
you watched, right?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Loved it. But it
What'd you-
was kind of emotional. It's like very, like what Sonia said. It's bringing all the political aspects of today's world and kind of shooting it out there, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But the characters separately, they do have like very emotional like roller coaster, because Bucky with his his canceling
He's canceling.
his therapy.
He canceled his therapy.
yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
his canceling
He's canceling.
not canceling, but his cancel
Counseling.
canceling.
Oh,
what I said, canceling.
I thought you were saying
Like he got
canceling. I'm like, canceling is counseling. Yes, he did do that. I thought that's what he was
I thought he
talking
was saying the same
about,
thing.
but that
Yeah.
wasn't what he was
Yeah.
talking
Is
about.
this another Tobago story?
Counsel.
I feel like it is
Counsel.
Tobago.
Counsel.
It is a Tobago moment.
Brought to you by Tobago. Tobago Productions.
Wow.
That's what we are.
Bago Productions.
Yeah. Genius.
But it's but despite all that, that's what's going on. It's very, very crazy.
Yeah.
I like Bucky.
I'm not saying I don't like Bucky. He's been through a lot. But
I'm going through a lot. Excuse me.
Bless you.
yeah, I can't get into it. And then I don't know, there's just moments where they like reference Steve and I'm just like, oh, I want to hit him.
Who?
Steve, Captain America. Steve.
You want to hit Steve?
Yes, I want to hit him in the face.
Oh, because you
but
hate Captain
I
America.
do. I
forgot
really
about
do.
that. Okay.
But it's not a bad show. I'm gonna definitely keep watching it, especially because of the twist that happened at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, Wakandan show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hates him.
Oh, she does?
Yeah. Not Bucky. No,
Oh.
not Bucky. The doctor, or what's the one that they let out of prison.
Oh, Zemo?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
she
you
hates
go.
Zemo.
She hates him.
Why does she hate Zemo?
He did some stuff.
What stuff? Was he in Black Panther?
No, he was not in Black Panther,
Okay.
but he's done some stuff.
Have we seen that in the movies yet?
We have not.
Okay.
He's
So
just
you
done
know
some
this because
stuff.
of comics.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that has pissed off the Wakandans.
The Wakandans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but he also blew up the building that King T'Chaka was in.
That was Zemo?
Yeah,
Okay, that's why the Wakandans hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
and
sense.
some other stuff, but yeah,
That
you'll
we
see
have
it.
not seen yet.
Yep.
Okay. Now I
We'll
get it.
see.
I got it.
We'll see. Yeah.
Do you see his little dance scene?
What?
Zemos when they're in the club.
No,
There's-
I think
he's
I
just
looked
like-
down.
There's this one YouTube video of him doing this for like an hour. It was just
Oh
like,
wow.
it was just one of those moments you're like, huh.
Okay.
Yeah, strange. I actually like the aesthetic of the episode.
Yeah.
I liked that whole physical black market feel, like the underground. You're going in there. Reminded me of some kind of campier, like international John Wick-ish, action movies, kind of like what Triple X was trying to be. But that whole like going to a distant land, nightclub motif.
Never saw Triple X.
Not good,
I've never seen one.
but it's fun.
Like, okay, is it like in the same like realm of like Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a theory about that.
I've never seen.
Did you
Triple
notice
X,
the Fast
though.
and the Furious movies? What, you've never seen the Fast and Furious?
No, I've never seen a Triple X.
Triple X was their attempt of doing a.
Shut up.
What did you say?
She's never seen a Triple X.
Okay.
No.
I mean, come on.
The way he was saying it, he knows what he was saying. The way he was saying it, he was Triple X. Think about it.
No.
Well, no,
He-
what?
yes,
What?
Yes,
What?
that is totally what
No,
he was like.
no,
Triple X, and he
no.
goes, and I'm like, oh wow, you would,
Creepy, man.
right?
I don't think you don't.
No, I wasn't doing
He
that.
did.
But
But that's a
Yes,
funny
he
thing
did.
to
He
do.
made
Anyway,
a face.
That would
He
be
was like,
funny. But Triple X is definitely a movie to watch.
It was like an American attempt to do a like an outlandish version of James Bond. It's like an American version of
It's like a gangster version.
of what of
'Cause they take a
Rod-
motorcycle rider.
Stop, man.
I mean,
Of Roger Moore's James Bond. So when you watch the Fast and Furious movies,
mm-hmm.
it's mostly street racing up into a point, and that point is after Paul Walker died. They kind of started becoming more of Triple X movies. Do you notice that? They're more
I
about
guess.
international and helicopters and driving your car off a
They
bridge
have
and
it
spiraling.
has more
and
of a plot now.
They have more of a plot now, but it's an
Yeah.
action movie plot. It's always like this terrorist is coming and we have to save them because we're a bunch of street racers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of bad.
But they started going that way because, not to say that they ever clashed heads, I think they actually really enjoyed each other. but artistically, there's no Paul Walker in there just to maybe keep it more grounded, and they've become triple X movies basically.
I like the new versions of the
I'm
Fast
not
and the Furious.
saying
They're
they're
better
not
to me.
to be liked. I'm just saying why the style has changed.
I guess,
You admit
but
the style
Triple
has
X
changed.
the Triple X always bombed though. Fast and
The
the
first
Furious.
one did well. I'm like
Oh,
defending
I don't
Triple
know.
X. Who am I
Yeah.
right now? But it did well. Whatever. Like,
That's actually interesting. I never saw it that way.
what?
That
Yeah, 'cause
Fast
Vin
and Furious
Diesel.
became
Because the Triple X, they tried to bring it back. It didn't do well. And I think Vin Diesel was like, well, I'll just do the same thing and
the Fast and Furious
in
movies.
this, realm. And basically, it's a Triple X movie. Yes.
You drew.
I drooped?
You drew boobs.
No, I drew an owl.
It looks like boobs.
There's a beak right
He's
here.
got
There's
paper.
a
He's
beak.
got a paper, and I'm
This looks-
like looking at it. I'm
never
like, he's got boobs.
Anyway.
Sonny was like,
I did not draw boobs. I
Sonny was
drew
like,
an owl's face.
you drew boobs.
Right.
So weird.
So,
All right. So that's the Winter Soldier.
yeah, it's good. It's gonna be great.
We just get to boobs.
great.
And that's the Winter Soldier. Okay, we've gone far
Anyway.
enough,
I
guys.
did not draw boobs. That was an owl's face.
It looked like boobs from where I was
Okay.
sitting.
All right.
You draw who?
What? Are you
Yep.
not in it right now, or did you just do that as a joke?
He just did that as a
say
joke.
Who? Was that a joke, or
I
you
told
like not
you
knowing
he
what's
said
going
something about the Triple X.
Why are you bringing up the AAA X
Because
stuff?
you just said something that was a pun to what he said with who. Okay, anyway, we're gonna move on.
Anyways,
We're moving on.
so this was already
legit.
announced, but I don't know. It kind of floated up in something I saw. I don't know, but do you know there's gonna be another Hawkeye? There's gonna be a Hawkeye
No, I
series.
didn't know that. I did not know
Yeah.
that. When is this
It's gonna
coming
be
out?
his daughter instead of him.
Oh, I did hear
It's Haley
that.
Steinfeld.
Never-
Steinfeld.
What?
Haley Steinfeld. That's her name.
Okay,
Do you know who that is?
I think so.
You act like I'm like yelling and swearing
I
at
don't
you.
know, but like
Okay.
you were so intense about it.
I just can't figure out her name.
I think it is.
She was in Bumblebee
Yeah,
and
other
True,
things.
True Grit
Mm-hmm.
and had that song.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing that she was gonna take up a role, but I wasn't sure what it was gonna be in. But I didn't think that was happening for another like phase. We haven't even entered this next phase yet, so
I feel like it's not going to be a show that really.
it's gonna be a show. It's not gonna be a movie.
No, it's going to be a show.
Oh,
I don't feel like
interesting.
it's going to connect to anything. I think it's going to be like a one-off.
Well, it's supposed to connect to things because all of the like key Marvel, the key Avengers are all retiring. Because I think like Thor is supposed to introduce Natalie Portman as the new Thor, so it's going that route. Like everyone's passing their torch to the next generation.
So basically, we're never not going to have a Marvel movie. It's just
Pretty
going to
much.
keep
I mean,
like
it's
going through the generations, and it's just going to be a series.
why
that
not?
never ends.
Did you
Like
just
what
say
they-
Natalie
what-
Portman's gonna be the next Thor?
Yes.
She's supposed to. We'll see. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But that's what happens in the comics. Is that
Mm-hmm.
Jane does? Or is her name Jane? I don't even know. That's how like uninterested I am in this new Thor. But she's supposed to pick up the mantle from him. He's supposed to like go and be something else. I don't know.
Who's he going to be?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Me.
read Thor. It's so boring. It's better now.
You think everything is boring?
No. Thor is boring. Thor is so boring. You remember the first movie?
Yeah, that was a boring movie.
That's the comics.
Yeah.
So,
Ragnarok was great.
because they allowed him to be who he is.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I realized
he's a funny
he's funny.
dude.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude. Have you seen him in Ghostbusters?
Oh my gosh.
I love him
I
in
knew
that movie.
someone
It's
in the
so
just-
funny.
I knew someone just like that character though.
Shut
like he
up.
pissed me off to no end all the time. Like he was just
Ow.
like, "You okay?" Oh, you're doing the
No,
thing in the movie.
yeah,
I'm like,
that's
"What are
what
you
he
doing?"
does.
I forgot. I haven't seen the movie in a bit. But I just remember his personality was someone that just drove me nuts. This dude who was like tall and in shape, and he knew he was good looking,
Uh-huh.
and he was just such like, "Hey man, I'm good looking, and I don't need to know anything." It was like that was him in a nutshell, and I was like, "All right,
All right,
yeah."
guy.
That was I knew like that guy. That guy.
Mhm.
Oddly enough, do you remember? Okay, this is another one. Do you remember the movie Dodgeball?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know what you've seen. Don't get angry.
I'm in love with
Good.
like that entire group.
Guess
Ben
what character?
Stiller, Vince
Aaron,
Vaughn.
you know this guy. You'll know this. Guess what character from that movie is someone I've met in real life? Like just that character. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a copy of someone I know in real life.
Steve the Pirate.
I was
Steve
gonna
the
say-
Pirate.
I was gonna
Steve
say
the Pirate. Aaron,
Steve?
do you remember we used to be friends with the pirate dude?
Friends with a pirate dude.
He was a musician. He was dating our friend Alexandra.
Friends with a pirate.
He was a pirate.
dude.
He was like that was
We
stuff.
did know
He
a
was
pirate.
He wore pirate clothes.
Pirate clothes,
Aaron's like,
pirate
we
everything.
did know
He was in a
pirate
pirate
regalia.
band.
There was a pirate band.
in a pirate
yeah.
band.
Who was that guy? He was in a pirate band.
But he
And
was a
then
dude. Was a
but he would
professional-
dress as a pirate.
Yeah.
Like
that was
all the
his thing.
time. That was his job.
Yeah.
What was his band
But
name?
then
Shiver
he
Me
would get
Timbers?
done with his job and he would
No
also
dad
live
jokes.
as a pirate.
No dad jokes.
Listen.
And he like spoke like a pirate too. Like this was a complete all in
It was what
dude.
he did.
So his whole life.
We knew a dude
That
that was
you
Steve
knew
the
was
Pirate.
like-
We knew a dude that was exactly Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball. You've seen Dodgeball,
He
yeah?
played Steve the Pirate. in
Aaron?
Dodgeball.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
Did you
Dodgeball's
notice that
awesome.
when you saw the movie? Like, of all guys I know, I knew a guy that used to act like a pirate.
No, I didn't even put it together, but yeah, it makes sense.
I've always
now.
seen that movie like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like the one.
movie's
I
awesome.
always say the one guy you never thought would exist.
Exists.
What? Oh
That's
man.
messed up. Aw, but it's hilarious.
He's that quirky neighbor on the sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Steve the Pirate.
You're Steve the Pirate for this one, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You actually knew a pirate. That's awesome.
I knew a pirate.
Should've
Have you
gotten-
ever like watched a movie and like I know that person in real life? Like whoever wrote
No.
this movie copied because they knew Peggy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's Peggy?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Wow, Peggy,
It was
wherever
like
you
Pirate
are.
Jeff or something.
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Spencer. His name was Spencer.
Pirate
Jeff the
Spencer?
pirate
His
sounds
name was
familiar.
Spencer, and I
now.
always called him Spencer the Pirate, not to his
Spencer the
face.
pirate.
But like
Never
everyone
to
else,
his face.
everyone else was talking about. Like, it'd be
What was the
me-
band called?
I don't know. I didn't know that. So, but he was just a pirate, 24/7. He had a, yeah. Anyways,
Spencer?
Spencer the pirate.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in the Snyderverse, Justice League,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
when Martian Manhunter came down
Mm-hmm.
and he was late to the show, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey, if you ever are facing a apocalypse again, I've been on
I
Earth
may be
all
here."
this time. I didn't want to help you this time."
But I'll get you the next time.
Yeah, that was actually supposed to be Green Lantern.
I freaking knew
Zack
it.
Snyder wanted to put Green Lantern in it, and
Yeah.
the studio wouldn't let him.
Why?
I don't know, because Warner Brother does weird things.
That's true.
And it was supposed to be the Jon Stewart version of Green Lantern. John with an H, not Jon Stewart the comedian.
Yeah.
No H. But yeah, it's just interesting that that's what it would have been. That's what it should have been.
What? That's such a weird thing to. Why wouldn't you just go with him?
'Cause Warner
But then
Brothers
again,
doesn't-
I'd be like, why weren't you fighting?
Maybe he was off planet. That's a good excuse for that one. What?
Really? He was off planet?
I don't know.
Every time something goes down, he just happens to be off planet?
That's happened a few times in that DC universe, right?
Yeah. It's like,
If
really?
he was there, yeah. Hey, Aaron.
Can you show up to work, buddy? I'm just saying, like, you're
That was a
always
weird,
off
stupid
planet.
scene. It was a very stupid scene in that movie. Hey, by the way, I'm Martian Manhunter. If you ever need help from
The
now on,
next time.
yeah. It's like, and was it Batman that saw him? Yeah. He's just like, all right. That was the scene.
It was weird.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
good.
weird.
All right, good enough.
Okay, cool.
Sweet,
Thanks.
sweet.
Thanks
Yeah,
for letting
thanks,
us know.
Thanks for stopping by, not leaving me any contact information whatsoever, and you missed us on the last round, but all right.
I'll get you on the next one.
Yeah. So I saw King Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus Kong.
Okay.
So much fun.
I'm sorry.
It
I'm
was
trying
great.
to stay awake.
You don't
Through
see these
that
movies because they're
sentence.
good. You see these movies because it's the same feeling as going to like a big boxing match.
I like boxing.
Okay, so imagine a giant like lizard fighting a giant gorilla.
That's
It's the
stupid to
same
me.
thing.
No,
No.
it's not.
Why? How is it
'Cause
any different?
It's just not the same thing. Like, it's just I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get
It's
why
fun
that's.
to watch.
I don't
a
get why
fight.
that's fun. Like,
Did you watch Pacific Rim?
no.
You're like, I don't like it.
Like, I don't get it.
Ay,
It doesn't
ay.
make sense to me.
It's an interesting genre in a movie. You're like, we're gonna watch two giant things beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, but I like
That's fun.
Transformers.
Yeah, same.
but I don't like those movies. I don't like King Kong. I can never get into it. I'm just like,
Different though. This version's Kong, not King Kong. He's a kaiju. Kaiju's basically just fight. That's what they created the genre.
Okay.
Like here's a thing that's gonna fight a thing,
Okay.
and you hate it.
Yeah, it's boring. It's boring.
She hates the thing.
It's boring.
Did you see Godzilla?
No.
Are you gonna go see Godzilla?
I already saw them.
What do you mean you already saw them? It just
Not
came out, and you just
The
said
newer
no.
ones. I saw
Oh my gosh,
the ones before
that happened in the
that happened
50s.
with Jack Black and all that.
Jack Black and
Wasn't
Godzilla.
He's
King
thinking
Kong?
about King Kong.
Oh,
King Kong.
Don't.
and then
That's not
I've
related
seen
at all.
I saw
That's not related at
Godzilla.
all. That's a different King Kong.
I
These
saw
are-
Godzilla though with
Again, but who
the guy who played Ferris
cares?
Bueller.
I care. I like it.
I know you do. I know you do.
Yeah.
The lizard thing and the King Kong thing. It's not my thing.
Thank you. It's just not our thing.
The lizard thing and the King Kong thing.
It's just not our
The
thing.
lizard thing. Godzilla. Is that the lizard thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
But you said the lizard thing.
I'm saying a giant lizard fights a giant gorilla. I'm just describing that. But you said Kong and a lizard thing, and I'm like, do you not know what Godzilla's called?
But, you know,
It's
that
been a
ain't-
long day.
It's been a
It's
story
been a
that
long
ain't my
day.
Okay, we got it.
Separately, they're my things
Oh,
because
cool.
they have their own story.
All
But
right.
then when they
You
come
don't like when
together,
they fight.
they're just like, hey, you know,
Doesn't like when mommy and daddy fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
can't be around.
You probably won't like Civil War then.
Why?
Did you see that one?
Was it civil?
Oh my gosh.
This is what I have to sit here with these dad jokes, and he's not even a dad.
Okay.
He does it all the time. Oh my
okay.
god.
So
Or rack up brownie points.
we both. You watched it. I watched it. What are you talking about?
He's making dad
Okay.
jokes.
Making horrible ones.
Ay, man.
Really?
The Tiger Woods documentary.
Yeah.
That guy had issues. I did not realize.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you know the Tiger Woods story?
No, I just thought it would be interesting because we're going to talk about the news of Tiger Woods from today, right?
Wait, what? From today?
Yeah, the news is that Tiger Woods was not in the news today for anything reckless and stupid and something he got caught doing that he shouldn't have done. It was every other day, but today
Yeah.
But
the
today
news
we did it.
is Tiger Woods not caught crashing a car
Whoever
or
thought?
having sex with somebody that he's not supposed to.
Whoever
Like
thought?
today, we're 24 hours
Yeah.
away.
Okay, maybe
a
tomorrow.
A golfer
let's-
of all people.
I
Who
know.
lives this life. A golfer.
Hey, he was living the rock star life.
Oh
okay.
my gosh. It's not like he's Tommy Lee. It's not like he's
But he
like,
was the
like Mick
Tommy Lee
Jagger.
of golf. He's
He's-
that of golf.
He's a golfer.
Yeah, but he is that of golf.
Yeah.
That's
He's those guys of
I
golf.
can see like a rock star doing that. Like I don't even know who does that lifestyle anymore as rock stars even.
Lots of them.
No, yeah, rock
There's not
stars.
a ton that do as they used to though, I feel like.
not like Poison,
Sure.
though.
There's no like Scott
Okay.
Weiland.
There's that Scott Weiland of
Yeah.
just the party guy
exactly.
of golf.
But he's
Yeah.
that of golf.
It's-
Yeah.
Of golf. Not even tennis, which is a kind of a crazier, gnarlier sport. Golf.
Yeah.
And tennis is not a crazy, gnarly sport. It's just like the other country club sport.
It's also that like Tiger Woods doesn't like he doesn't smile like a badass.
No.
Like, he's a nice looking
He's a
guy.
Yeah.
Like he's
almost
got this
goofy looking.
friendly,
Yeah.
like neighborly kind of
Super,
vibe.
Like, hey, he's a really nice
Um,
guy. I know nothing. If I saw that guy
yeah,
on the street
but
and
he's
smiled,
the
I'd be like,
crazy-
that guy's probably a really good dad. That's
Yeah,
like the vibe you get
yeah,
from Tiger
he's the
Woods
dad
on his
vibe
face.
for sure.
Yeah, and then you're
Yeah.
like, you got some gnarliness going on, bro.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's
So.
crazy.
I mean, he just crashed a car for no reason. It's not. They were like, well, drugs weren't involved and alcohol
yeah,
wasn't involved.
yeah, just
We don't
going
think he was
for
on
it.
his phone. He was just going 80 in a 45. It was just like,
Yeah.
and that was it. People are like, well, what really happened? Tiger Woods has done crazy things before. And like, nope, he's gone past the
He's
point
just
where
Tiger
he needs
Woods.
drugs or being chased by his ex-wife to be crazy. Tiger Woods is just now crazy.
But
He doesn't know he's crazy.
Ugh.
You know that too. It's like
Yeah.
he's just like I'm just, you know, else is like that.
who?
Moms. Moms are like that. They have a crazy vibe. My mom, one time, a few times.
He's going there, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
He's going there.
Listen, we were at Wiener Schnitzel, and we were waiting for the car in front of us to like go, and we never. We were sitting at the the speaker part first,
Right.
and we never ordered. And then the car left, and my mom just zoomed right up to the window, and they just looked at her like, "What?"
Okay.
And then we backed up, and it was like she went like from the thing to there at 40 miles an hour, real fast. It was just like we just went, my mom just went, "Oh," she's just talking like probably like I am right now, like having a good time. She's like, "Oh, mom, the car moved." And my mom just went, and they just all looked like, "Lady, this isn't the speedway." It was just like, this other time
Oh my goodness.
we were at Taco Bell. We're all like little. I'm like 9, and my brother's 7. My other brother's probably like 4. And we're at Taco Bell, mind you, next to like this retaining wall, but like there's a creek, so it's all echoey. And 3 soft tacos, a burrito, blah blah blah, taco salad, and a and a small Sprite.
Mhm.
And the guy behind the counter goes, "I'm sorry, what size?" And my mom goes, "Small." And he goes, "Sorry, what size?" My mom goes, "Small." He goes, sorry, I can't hear you. What size?" My mom loses it. She loses her shit. She just goes, "Small," like as loud as she can, like
Oh my God.
prolonged. And as soon as she did it, she looked back at us and she was like, and we all looked at her, we're like, "What?" And she's like, "I don't know why I did that."
Like that happened.
Like, can you imagine the guy on the other end with that headphone?
Yeah.
And we get there, my mom's like giving them the money, and they're like scared of her. They're like, "Thank you." And my mom had this look at her face the whole time, like, "I'm sorry."
That's why you don't mess with mothers.
Like, but it's that like reaction, and then they keep doing it. It's a weird thing. It's just like, why are you screaming? And why are you screaming this long? It's like, what is going on that you're just. But yeah,
I have no
I
idea.
feel like
what we
Tiger
were
Woods
supposed to
has
talk-
that for some
Oh,
reason.
okay. That's what we were talking about. I was like, I don't
And
know.
we're
There
back.
was like 2 stories, and I have no idea what the original topic was.
Back to Tiger,
Back to Tiger.
rock star of
Has your
golf.
parents ever done anything just nuts, and you're like, what the F just happened?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
I know your parents. So I want to hear this.
Oh man. My parents done anything nuts?
This is such a funny story coming.
And this is a great
'Cause your
place to
parents are supposed to
go
be
in a
smart, and they're always telling you what
conversation.
not to do. And then you
Yeah.
sometimes you'll see them sometimes you're just like, that was effing nuts.
Yeah.
So tell me.
A story about my parents?
Yeah.
Oh man. One time my dad was we were like camping or something. I'm like
Uh-huh.
10 years old. He has a bee fly up his pants.
Oh my God.
Way up his pants and sting him on the balls.
Oh no.
And I'm
Oh,
watching my
how
dad like
possible?
walk across like a park, and he just jumps like 20 feet up in the air, just like as high as you could possibly, just takes off. And my brother and I are like, Dad, what's up? And he's just like, screaming. And so like my brother and I are like 10. We think this is the funniest thing that's like
Oh my
ever
God.
happened.
It
And my
is.
dad's like in so much pain.
Oh God.
And yeah,
But that's like
I've
not
never
his
laughed
fault.
so much at somebody's pain. I feel bad about that just thinking about it. But
Yeah, I feel bad about
man, it was hilarious.
that. Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Pinocchio is gonna be remade.
Whoa, that was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's starring Tom Hanks as Geppetto.
Okay.
I probably won't see that.
I'm not gonna go see that. It's a weird story.
It's a weird story.
It's a weird
I'm,
story.
I'm totally gonna see that.
Especially
It's an awesome story.
in this day and age,
No.
in this climate. This is the story we're gonna allow people to go see. We're gonna cancel Dr. Seuss and Pepe Le Pew, but we're gonna okay a story about an old man. Just saying. You guys know where I'm going with
No,
this. Just throwing
it's a
that out
wholesome
there.
story.
Okay.
It's just kind of boring.
Okay.
Story
There
time
will be a
what?
whale though.
There's always a whale
I
in
like
the tail.
Monstro. Wow. Are you doing the dad jokes back to him?
Yes.
I can't handle this.
I lost the joke.
I'm sorry. I couldn't
Ay,
resist.
ay.
I couldn't resist.
Okay, man. Interesting.
That just happened.
Did you just say whale of a tail?
So I
did. You're really late.
I sent Aaron and Dylan. I think I sent it to you too. In the group chat, this meme where it said that Anthony Mackie gave Sebastian Stamp $2 because he thought he was homeless.
Yeah.
So Aaron has a story that is similar to that.
I do have a story.
Which I love telling, but I don't know if we're going to tell the same story.
No, well, there's a couple like homeless stories about me.
Wait,
Because I
what?
have the beard and I just tend to look this way. You and I are going to like a thing at a church.
You and
And-
I?
Yeah.
I was there?
No, well, you and I were gonna meet up,
Okay.
and there was this thing at this church, and I like walk up the church, like to walk up the steps. There's this long like entryway,
Uh-huh.
and I know somebody that's there that I'm going to see, and then so I walk in the building. I go in the classroom where this group of people are, and the guy that I know who I'm going to see like cracks up and just starts laughing. I'm like, what happened? What's so funny? What's so funny? And he said, somebody just walked in and told me that there was a homeless man outside. He was asking for food.
Oh, wow.
And that he could come talk to you. And then like Aaron, then you're the guy that walks in, and that was the story. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, the beard, the look. It's kind of my vibe. Homeless chic.
He said you were asking for
Always
food?
have been.
Homeless.
Well, he just
sheep.
thought I was like walking up to a church that I was gonna do that. You know, but
Oh.
you know,
Wow.
it's the
Interesting.
price of having a beard. One time the cops rolled up on me too, and like right in front of me. And he got out and he was like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" And I was in between. I know this answer got me out of trouble because it was just the most stupidest answer because it was honest. I was like standing 10 feet away from Starbucks and I was like, "I'm going to that Starbucks from my car." And it was like so specific and so like so obviously like
Okay.
like I wasn't trying to get out of anything. It was just like, "I'm walking to that Starbucks, sir. It's 10 more feet." And he was like, "Okay, never mind." I was
It's like, you win this round.
yeah,
Oh,
it was
man.
awesome. Yeah. So if the cops ever ask you where you're on your way
Where
to,
was this here?
no, this was in off Lost Hills in Calabasas.
Yeah.
The Starbucks. You can
Oh my
stand at
gosh.
one Starbucks and talk to your friend at the other Starbucks. They're in the same parking lot. But
Yeah.
Wait, what?
yeah, if you ever get lonely for another Starbucks, you can see him across the street.
Basically.
But yeah, that
Calabasas.
yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Calabasas.
Makes sense. Okay.
That's,
Yeah.
Starbucks like that,
that's a
bro.
really good
Right
story.
there.
That's an amazing story.
That's my favorite Aaron story. The other one with the kid.
Mhm.
That's a good story. That's my new favorite story. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's my favorite Dylan story? I think I have a few favorite Dylan stories.
What is it?
It's just stories, man. Tell me the story. I think the one time that you came to Aaron's house for the first time,
Yes.
and then we left because you drove there,
Okay.
and people got mad at us because they thought you were like drunk out of your mind. I'm like, no, Dylan's not had a drop of alcohol.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And they're
Okay.
like, oh. And I'm like, no, it's just Dylan.
Wow.
What do you mean I didn't have a drop of
You
alcohol?
didn't have a drop of alcohol. You're fun, dude.
I have fun.
Okay. Not right now.
Fun under the sun.
All right.
Okay.
Ay.
All right.
All
right
right.
now?
How long have we been going, Darren?
Let's see, 59 minutes.
That's good.
Whoa.
59.
good
Perfect.
today.
I like it. An hour's good.
And I was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
So, subscribe to us. Has everyone subscribed?
No, I'm
subscribed.
not
Come
subscribed.
on.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you are.
kidding.
I
I'm
know you are.
kidding.
I have
I'm
subscriptions.
kidding.
You're subscribed. Aaron, are you subscribed to our own podcast?
Wow.
Oops.
Somebody
You
need to go on the
waited way too
bandwagon.
long.
Man,
Answer that.
I'm late to the party, you guys. I
tired.
thought we were late to the
We're
party.
not late to the party. We tried that for one day. And we looked it up right
We
after.
don't-
I was like, oh, there is one. So subscribe, Aaron, and anyone who listens to us. I mean, you're already listening to us. Subscribe. You can listen to us and not be subscribed. Yeah, but subscribe.
What are you trying to say?
I'm
right
I'm
now?
trying to like make the likes happen.
Okay.
Yeah. 'cause-
Okay.
Yeah.
Smash the like
All right.
button.
Smash like.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Dylan.
Dylan, see,
All right.
you're clutch in those moments.
Episode 5 of MadTrash.
Smash it. Not
Alright.
too hard. Just slightly.
Good night.
Good night.